Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another trade recap video. Today we have a beautiful winning trade on YM on the Dow Jones. Today we had just honestly really obvious shorts. For me at least, today was just one of those examples where we just had a beautiful A plus trade, and I woke up late today. This is probably gonna come in the weekend of life later this week. To be updated on everything, make sure to follow my Instagram and stuff. It's gonna be right here, somewhere here, or right here. I'm gonna put my Instagram down here. If you want to be more updated on trades that I take and stuff that I do outside of trading and more IRL stuff. But yeah, what I wanted to say is that I am also filming a week in the life right now. The video should come out later this week or the beginning of next week, depends. But I'm also gonna be putting like in real time when I was taking this trade and stuff in that video. So make sure to stay tuned for that video also. And yeah. What did I want to say? Yeah, if you do want help with one-on-one coaching and my coaching program and stuff, also DM me on Instagram the word trade. Okay, the word trade. Anyways, let's get into this trade recap because I know that's what you guys want to see. And yeah, so we had honestly just a really beautiful 2-to-1 win. Again, I always target a 2-to-1, even though my main draw on liquidity did get hit, which was this 50-minute unmitigated for value gap down here. I got out at a 2-to-1 beautifully. Just honestly, perfect trade, perfect day today. And honestly, I deserve it because yesterday's PA was so fucking bad. I had 2 break-even trades in this fucking price action, bro. 2 break-even trades. I wanted to short after sweeping London highs. Price just kept chopping. So yeah, honestly, really happy with today's price action. We had so many SMTs, just so many SMTs in price. We had this 4-hour SMT up here, SMT with the previous day high, and then we had 50-minute SMT after tapping that 50-minute for value gap right here. These are, again, like I'm just mentioning all of the confluences that I waited for, and not honestly, I didn't even wait for them because I literally woke up and like entered this trade like 5 minutes after. Like I woke up too late today. I usually wake up like around 8, and this trade presented itself around that time. So yeah, I woke up like basically late or like right on time, and price just came and retested my area, and I entered. But I saw we had a 50-minute for value gap, 50-minute SMT. We were also coming off of this hourly for value gap right here, and the most important thing of this trade was what? The draw on liquidity. What was my draw on liquidity? Firstly, we had this unmitigated 4-hour, big 4-hour for value gap that we created yesterday after Trump spoke. And Trump mentioned that he was going to put a pause on like some of the tariffs and stuff. And yeah, the stock market's just fucking rallied. Everything rallied. We ended the day like up 12% or some shit. And we were just in a really, in a really high premium. So we were bound to, rebalance price. So yesterday we created that really big 4-hour for value gap, and price was just bound to rebalance this gap right here today. So again, that was my first draw on liquidity, was that 4-hour for value gap. I knew that price wanted to go for that. And then my second one was this unmitigated 50-minute. And then, yeah, it seems like now we're just digging deeper into that. But I saw what I wanted to see from price today. But again, like I said, the most important thing today was the draw on liquidity. Because without a draw on liquidity, you cannot frame a trade, okay? And I really feel like people need to understand this, because yes, I could have seen an hourly for value gap get respected, whatever, and some type of SMT, but without that draw on liquidity, you cannot frame any trade. You cannot frame, like, you don't have a narrative on why price should go in that direction. And it's really, really, really important for some people to understand that, because yes, price could do exactly what you want it to. There could be an SMT, there could be a 50-minute for value gap, whatever. But if price doesn't have a reasoning to go in that direction, then that invalidates the whole trade idea. You know what I mean? So it was really important that we did leave all of these lows untapped and this 4-hour untapped before getting my entry, because if we were to take out all of these lows and then my setup formed, my setup wouldn't have been valid anymore, because we reached all of the draws, and I would be looking at potentially higher prices or how deep price would want to dig into this leg, but I wouldn't be looking for entries anymore. You know what I mean? So yeah, again, we had an hourly for value gap, 50-minute for value gap, a clear narrative and draw on liquidity, clear bearishness in sight today. NQ was pretty choppy today. For me, YM looked way cleaner, so I took the trade on YM. But as you guys can see, NQ did kind of chop. We did get a nice delivery after, right here. but NQ did kind of chop today in the AM session, not gonna lie. Like, this is pretty choppy PA. But yeah, I took it on YM. YM was also somewhat choppy, but definitely more delivery from YM today. I feel like YM was definitely maybe the weaker pair. Yeah, now everything is almost down 5%, but yeah. Today was really like bearish, like really, really expected. Honestly, I'm not gonna say predictable, but at least for me, I like bearishness was to be expected. You know what I mean? And yeah, experience came also into play today. Just seeing the clear draw, everything, and honestly, just really, really clean trade. Nothing much more to it. I stayed patient. I had a losing trade on Monday, and then two break-even trades, or I had no trades on Tuesday, then two break-even trades on yesterday, and finally today we got a nice winning trade. I stayed patient. I kept waiting, even though the market conditions weren't optimal, and I missed out on a winning trade on Monday actually. I stayed patient, stayed disciplined, and now eventually price did give me my A+ setup. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my performance for the week. Tomorrow is Friday. Let's see how tomorrow goes. But overall, I did end up, today was like a 5K day across my live accounts. I made 600 on two 50Ks and then 1.8K on a 150K funded. So that's 3K. And then I made another 2K on a ACG 100K live. So yeah, a 5K day today, really beautiful, only targeting a 2-to-1. And yeah, besides that, nothing much more to it. Yeah, that should be it, honestly, for today. Not much. Today's trade was really straightforward. I'm sure like a lot of you guys could have taken this trade. Like, it was honestly really clear. I don't understand why some people would long this until maybe maybe we reached that 4-hour fair value gap. Maybe I could understand why people would long or try to long, but there was just no kind of, you could say, context for price to go higher, since again we're in such a big, like, in such a premium of the range, you know what I mean? And there was no major bullish SMTs or anything, because if there is an SMT, you have to wait for price to come back to EQ of the range. You know what I mean? Like, for example, today, if you look at this range right here, you take the fib. Pretty sure we didn't reach EQ. Okay, we did reach EQ. Yeah, we just tapped EQ, but let's say we didn't reach EQ here. The only reasoning why I would take this trade without price retracing to EQ was if we have SMT, and we did have SMT today, but we did also come to EQ. But let's say if you look at it then on the higher time frame fractal, the only way you could go long in this range right here, okay, this is low and high of the range. EQ, we just tapped EQ, okay, we just came to EQ of the range. The only way you could go long in this range, like up here, is if we have some type of major SMT. You know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like 4-hour SMT and some shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way you could go long before price would like rebalance all the way down here. Like, before, like, let's say that's the only way you could go long and kind of anticipate that price is not going to come back to EQ. You know what I mean? Is when we have SMT. That's something that my mentor in the past used to teach me. And yeah, it really definitely helps, because as you guys could see, everyone that went long today on YM or NQ just completely got violated. I just know people went long in here. Like, this was one of the setups because we swept London lows and everything. I just know some people went long in here. Like, I just know it. You know what I mean? But hopefully now that you've heard from me, hopefully I gave you some valuable advice, and now you know why this long wasn't valid. But yeah. That should be it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, make sure to follow the Instagram right here. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh wait, I'm using a face cam, so the Instagram is gonna be somewhere on the screen, guys. I don't know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow that Instagram. I'm trying to grow that shit. I'm posting reels every single day, so make sure you like those reels. And if you do want one-on-one coaching and one-on-one program, we do have a couple of students already in the program, and they are all loving it. So if you also want to join in, just message me trade on Instagram. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and take care.